See, first we will begin with history of taxation. The history of taxation started around 2300 BC. Okay. Do you know this name? Kautilya or Chanakya. He wrote something called Arthashastra. Okay. So from there we got the concept called taxation. So why taxation is necessary? See, in our lower classes we have studied public expenditure and public revenue. Okay, what is public expenditure? The government should spend some money for the public for the sake of their welfare. But how they will get money from the public? Okay, so they will raise money from the public in the form of tax, and they will spend it for the purpose of public again. Okay, so this is where the concept like this, collecting money from the people and then spending it for the welfare of the people, this concept, it was in way back 2300 BC. Okay, so it continued like that, and now we will see the present scenario. In present we have the taxes is divided into two: direct tax, indirect tax. Am I right? And this direct tax we don't need. Okay, so our concentration is only on indirect tax. In this indirect tax there are various components. Okay, say like excise duty, service tax, customs duty, and sales tax or VAT. So these are the various components in indirect tax, and all these particular, this excise duty or service tax or customs duty or sales tax, it is levied by the government based on certain process, a very highly innovative process. The process is this is what the process. Okay, any manufacturer or say any business people will do these three activities, correct? First purchase of say raw materials, then manufacture of that raw materials into finished goods, and then the finished goods will be sold in the market. Clear? So now this particular purchase, it may be either internal purchase or external purchase. What is this internal purchase that I am referring to? Internal purchase means purchasing the raw material within the country. Okay. External purchase means purchase of RM, correct? Purchase of raw material outside the country. Whenever we are purchasing some raw material, see, the purchase may be of raw material or it may be of services also. Okay. What is this service and what is this good I am referring to? Say, good means we know, transfer of property in goods, a movable item which transfers from one person to another person. Whereas what is service? Service, it's an intangible item. We can feel that there is service, but we cannot see the service which has been provided. It is nothing but production of a labor. So what I am doing now is a service. Okay, service means always you should not think like that. So service means which is of a charitable nature. Not necessarily. Anything, even after taking money also, if you are providing something which is intangible in nature. Intangible in nature, say if someone asks you, oh, what is the service that this person has provided, you cannot show. But some knowledge has been transferred and it is utilization of my labor. Clear? So this is known as service. Either in the internal market or from the external market, we may get either the goods or the services. Okay. Now, there is one diagram. See this. Okay. So first, purchase, domestic purchase, external purchase. Domestic purchase of goods, domestic purchase of services. Whenever goods are purchased domestically, we have to pay sales tax. I need a pen, okay. Say the cost of the pen is 20 rupees, and when you see the MRP, you will find inclusive of all taxes. Am I right? What are those all taxes? Every tax which will be levied on the manufacture of that pen will be included in that cost, in that MRP. Okay, means that price includes the sales tax also. Clear? What is this sales tax? Whenever there involves a sale, then the sales tax will be levied. Whenever there involves a sale, sales tax will be levied. If we are purchasing some goods domestically, which means that some person is selling the goods. Am I right? Okay. So when he is selling the goods, he will collect sales tax from us. He is required to pay sales tax to the government. So because of that, he will collect tax from us, sales tax. Okay. So in indirect tax, this is a feature. What is this feature? First, the tax will be levied on one person. He will pay the tax, but the incidence he will transfer to some other person. But in case of direct tax, the tax will be levied on that person and he has to bear the liability. Okay. Whereas in case of indirect tax, he will pay. But again what he will do, he will collect it from the next person. And again what the next person will do, he will again collect it from the next person. So what is the chain? Until which point of time the chain goes? Until the point it reaches the consumer. Okay, not customer, consumer. What is consumer? What is difference between consumer and customer? Customer means a person who purchases goods is a customer. Consumer means a person who purchases and consumes is a consumer. Customer, what he will do? He will purchase and again he will sell. Understood? So that's why until the final consumer. So in case of indirect tax, the ultimate burden is on whom? Consumer. Clear? So now this particular sales tax, what is happening? We are purchasing goods. When we are purchasing the goods, the other person is selling the goods. When other person is selling the goods, he is required to pay sales tax. So what he will do? He will pay the sales tax to the government and later on he will collect it from us. Correct? So in case of goods, when we have purchased goods, sales tax paid. See there? Sales tax paid. What does sales tax paid means? Sales tax paid means we have paid it to the seller. We have paid it to the seller. Sales tax payable. We will come across a term called sales tax payable. What is sales tax payable? We are not paying it to the seller, but we are required to pay it to the government. That is the difference between payable and paid.